I kind of like
I
that.
guess we live then, huh?
I
Yeah,
like
Q
that.
done figured out some. Yeah, he done figured out some new little tricks. I'm kind of
Yeah.
liking the little countdown before we
I was
come
like,
in and
okay.
stuff. That's kind of player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying to get my
make
life
it
together.
look real official.
I know,
Uh-huh.
right? I know,
So
right?
how you doing, Shimmy?
Man, today has been a day. Oh my God. Between them messing up my FMLA and having to
Mm.
get all new paperwork done, and then going to the chiropractor today for the adjustment of my lifetime. Whew, he cracked my neck so good today. Yeah, my right leg was shaking a little bit after that. I was like, yes, when he was finished. And then I hung out. I got to hang out with my dad today.
Yeah,
Um, we went to
that's
did a little
cool.
shopping and stuff today, and then went to lunch and went to Norma's Cafe. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, I like Norma's.
Yeah.
I like Norma's. Which one did you go to?
I think this one was Plano Parkway.
Okay,
I mean,
because they got one in.
Not Plano Parkway. North. No, is it Plano Parkway after North Park Mall? Ain't that Plano Parkway? Yeah, Plano Parkway off 75. Plano Parkway.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that one, and that was my first time ever going. I looked at that menu. I said, "Ooh, chicken and dressing. That's what I'm getting."
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm country. I'm
That's cool.
country.
Ain't nothing wrong with chicken and dressing. You know.
Some
Only
people don't eat
problem
dressing in
is,
the summertime. So
well, that's they loss. Cause I figure like ain't no time on good food. I
and
mean,
it
you
was
know, I
good.
don't want to be in the house where. Yeah. Oh yeah. They got some good food there. Now I will say this though. I love gumbo,
Hmm.
and I know I pick the stuff out of my gumbo, and people make fun of me. That's fine.
That's
But
not really gumbo. You just eat broth and
gumbo in the summertime, well, you know what? Hey, look, I don't like anything. I don't eat anything that look like it did when it's alive. Okay, so I eat. I I love lobster tail, but you give me a whole lobster, I ain't eating it. I love shrimp. You give me a whole shrimp, I ain't eating it. You
oh
give me.
goodness.
I love catfish, but people leave like the fins and stuff on catfish or any kind of fish. I don't eat it. Some people have the heads on there and stuff. Then the eyes be
Yeah.
looking at you. I don't know. I don't want you looking at me. No, 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 no,
What?
no, no. This is not fellatio. You don't look back at me.
Wait a minute. I gotta wait. I gotta try to picture this. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, okay,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
got you. I
Yeah,
got. I
yeah,
had to think about it first, and I was like, yeah, okay. So you don't want your food to have eyes, just your sex to have eyes, huh? Okay, okay, okay. I think I get it. Whatever. I mean,
yeah. I
it
know.
was alive before, in order for you to eat it, you know. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
would
get
you
it.
eat a cow with the whole thing on there? They put a whole cow on the table. You gonna eat that? I ain't gonna eat it.
I've
They
eaten
they
a
do those
whole.
roasters.
I've eaten a whole pig on the table. You know how they roast the
Yeah, I don't
pig
do
on the.
that either. Yes, 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 Quita. A little sloppy toppy. Little sloppy toppy. Look me in my eyes. Exactly. She see Quita know what it is. Yeah.
I'm just, you know what? That's one thing I've always hated. Like no lie, and this ain't even part of our conversation today, y'all. But I hate that. Don't be looking down at me because if I mean, oh, that what the fuck you staring at me for? You like, no, no, don't do it. Mm-mm. Nope. I can't. It make me feel like I'm getting graded or like I'm not gonna get a raise, on my job because you just staring at me. Like, no. No, no. Like I would prefer to be like you lay down, don't sit up, don't grab my head. Grab my head other times, but don't grab my head at that time. Like you lay flat, and I'm just gonna kind of be sideways because, like, I wear big hair, so I can't see you at the back, and then I might move the hair just you can see, like, like the profile of me, But this,
Now
like, up
I
now,
want her directly in front, eyes locked. Look at me. Look at me. That's that. Look at me.
I tried to do that with a dude standing up once, and he fell down. Yeah, I yeah. So I mean,
So you made
fine,
him weak in the knees, huh?
literally, literally.
Oh, that has never happened to me. I'm sorry. I don't know what
Soul
that's
left
like.
the body. Soul left the
Yeah,
body. I promise. Soul left the
yeah.
body.
Well, it's all good. It's all good. But um, yeah. So I mean, I'm glad you had a good day. You had because as you can tell, and I had a rough fucking week. Uh,
Yes, you did have a rough week this week. Yeah,
but hey, it is what it is. It's Friday. At
yeah.
this point, yeah, I need a blunt and a blowjob. Just go. Oh goodness.
We gonna end the
Anywho,
live. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Okay, I got some work to do. Apparently, I gotta go. Apparently, it's overtime tonight. Okay, no, I'm playing.
oh
Okay, let's
goodness.
talk about the real stuff we supposed to be. This is why they don't let me and
Yeah,
you be on by ourselves. This is exactly
I don't
probably
know
why.
because Q ain't no telling where Mo is, but Mo always late, so we know this.
Yes.
And then Q is getting his life together because apparently he was knocked out a little bit harder than I was because I had dozed off my damn self. So it is
One of
what it
them
is.
Fridays. But you've been putting in a lot of hours this week.
Yeah, well, we had a lot of special projects to do,
Mm-hmm.
and so I mean it
Sorry,
is what
y'all.
it is,
I'm
and it's
I'm
the end of
eating
the month.
I'm eating one of my special popsicles. If you come to my pop-up shop
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow, you can get one.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you gotta tell people how to get to your pop up shop and how you gotta explain shopping with Shimmy now, because I don't think everybody understands shopping with Shimmy.
Let me tell you something. Shopping with Shimmy can get complicated
Mm.
because my old heads, they don't cut them newbies no slack. Them newbies be shopping for 3 weeks and ain't got nothing. But this is how shopping with Shimmy works. Throughout the week, I do surprise pop-ups on the page. I had to go and create a whole special page for shopping with Shimmy because it was cluttering up the mash the gas stuff and my stuff. So it's online. I post the pictures, in one post. You comment under each picture, me or want if you want the item. And I sell according to, who comments first and go down the list. Then that delivery, I do those pop-ups Monday through Thursday. And then you pick up those items Thursday night. And then Friday, I try not to do pop-ups on Friday just so I can build the stock for Saturday. But then Saturday mornings in between 6 and 10 a.m., it's online again. Pickup time is at 4 p.m. It's always at the Burlington and River Mall from 4 to 6. Pick up. And then I do the pop-up shop there with everything that didn't sell during the 6 to 10 hour. So you can come and shop. You can come and buy your custom t-shirts. You can come and get your custom masks. We got the barbecue man back out this week. No sauce needed barbecue. Lick your fingers.
Look here,
Don't need no sauce. None.
look here. This is for people that don't understand barbecue. Real barbecue. Your sauce is like a side. You dip a
As
piece of meat in here and there, but you
not
don't
even your
smother the
meat.
meat.
You don't even need to. My daddy told me this today. You don't even need to dip your meat. Sauce is for your bread.
Well, and this and see when I talk about dipping your meat, I'm talking about taking a piece of meat in the bread and dipping it. That's what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
So let's be
Gotcha.
clear. Let's be very clear. I'm talking about taking a piece of meat in the bread and dipping it. But some
Little
people,
sandwich. Little sandwich.
yeah,
I got
little
you.
sandwich, not a sandwich,
Gotcha.
a little sandwich.
So we got Kawana. I can't even think of her whole business name, but she makes these special popsicles, these right here. And she also makes like the little adult juice boxes. She also has like the pickles and the pineapples and all that kind of stuff, adult infused drinks and stuff. And then we also have my Henry, our other Kimball Knight friend. He comes out there with his cases of Essentia and Fiji water cases. Now y'all
Yeah,
know
I need to
in
get.
the store they like
I need to
$20
get
and
out
up.
there.
Yeah,
I need to
he
get out
sells
there and
them.
get some water, and I need one of them T-shirts too.
Okay. Well, you know
But
what
I need,
what
I
to
need the
do.
big boy. I need the big
Okay.
boy size though.
So
I need the big boy
t-shirts.
size.
T-shirts from small to extra large are $18. I'm just telling everybody
I'm
watching.
understand.
Okay, I got
Understand.
you. All right. So from small to extra large, men and women, it's $18. And then 2X and up is $20. So you're not breaking the bank. Okay. This is
Yeah.
just one design. She does have more designs. She'll have them out there tomorrow if y'all come out to the pop-up shop. So yeah. Send me your water order so I can get it to him tonight so he can work on it.
Yeah. You know what? You need to tell him to call me. Hell, my number ain't changed.
Okay.
My
Henry,
number ain't changed.
call him.
Yeah, Henry, call Hendry. My number is still the same. If you ain't got it, look in your senior yearbook,
I got
you
it.
can find.
I got it.
Anyway, so now that
All
Q
y'all
has
that
joined
want
us,
it, you can't have it because I got it.
so speaking about your T-shirts, talk
Okay.
about Biden and Harris, and y'all know Biden made it official, and then in the Democratic National Convention that occurred this week, they made it official that Biden is the Democratic representative for president, and Kamala Harris is his vice president. So, with that being said, I know that there's been some issues with Kamala Harris and her past, right? So we've had some issues, and then some people don't think that they have their different ideas about Kamala Harris. So I think we're gonna discuss that a little bit. And since we're going into that, I would just say this: look here, if you think that I'm in total agreement with Kamala and Biden, I'm not at all, at all. However, when I weigh the scales out, my best option in my head, it ain't Trump or anybody fucking with Trump. Because he don't like people that look like me. And this dude had the nerve enough to say that he's been better to black people than Martin Luther King Jr.
Is this the same Martin Luther King Jr. that he sat down and had a conversation with?
Apparently so, because he's not talking about the one that has a statue made. He's not talking about that Martin Luther King that all the streets in the hood are named after. He ain't talking about that.
So it's the other Martin Luther King, the one that was born in 1985? 90?
Yeah, 85, 86, somewhere around in there. But he not talking about the MLK that we know as MLK. Every city got that MLK that go through the hood and usually intersect with Malcolm X at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't talking about that MLK. No, he talking about somebody else.
To
so
be
I
a
think
fly on the wall of that conversation. To be a fly on the wall of that one.
So with that being said, since Q, our fearless leader, has decided to join us now, and sound like he was in somebody's juice box a little earlier. But how you doing?
Hey yo, what's up? How y'all doing? Y'all all right?
Go.
I apologize for my tardiness. However, I was asleep because I've been having a lingering headache I think I'm over it now. I think it's going away, but y'all know it's allergy season,
Stop
and
letting them bang your head all up against that headboard.
no, that's fine. I can take that.
I'm
I'm fine with that one. I'll find that one. Okay, so um, did you just do a screenshot of me? Did you just
no,
do a
I did.
screenshot?
No, it's just kind of you wasn't on at the beginning, and so when we first had got started talking on the video, we was talking about people being weak in the knees and stuff, and yeah, you just kind of fell right on in the midst of that with the head banging.
Okay.
You'll go back. You'll catch it. You'll catch it later.
I mean, I didn't miss it. I just sat there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, back on task. Moving forward. Okay, I'm
Talk.
serious. I'm serious.
Okay, now about Kamala Harris or Kamala Harris, and
Kamala Harris. You corrected me the
no,
other day.
it's not Kamala. It's as she pronounces it, it's Kamala Harris. That's how she says it. But I think our
You gotta
opinions is
take
gonna
in,
be,
you
huh?
gotta take into account she's from Oakland, dude. You gotta take into account she's from Oakland. Her accent slip out every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Especially with words that you're really comfortable with, like her name.
Y'all know
But
what I was but y'all know what I was calling her at first anyway.
yeah,
I was calling her Kamala. Her name spelled just like
well,
Kamala. But anyway,
right. However,
so
we have a
if we look
contradiction
at
in this
things,
comment.
I saw we'll get to the
right,
comment in just a second. We'll get to the
Oh,
comment
okay.
in just a second. So let's talk. Let's talk. All right. So we got lesser two evils. We got Donald Trump. We got Hatton and Harris. Now, I just want to say that first of all, that myself and Mo were completely correct in the first place. I knew that the ticket was going to end up like this. I said it from day one. Yeah, it was going
You
to be
did.
Joe Biden and Harris. I said
Yep.
that. I want to go on record and say I said that. Let me.
yep.
I had a feeling that she will emerge as oh, okay. Well, I'm back now. I guess I hate my life sometimes. Oh, so anyway, I kind of figured that that they would be the stronger two of the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Joe was going to get the nomination because Joe's attached to Obama. I knew that was going to happen. Period. I just knew it. Obama just helped Joe right on out or whatever. Just had that feeling, and whatever. So why not Kamala Harris? Why not Harris? Why not her? I've heard a few people talking about her locking him. I mean, locking up African American men or women or whatever more. So for the state of California as a assistant district attorney, do as soon as I come
Yeah,
back
we don't know what
around.
Q's saying either. So for
Okay.
everybody watching us live,
All right.
for everybody watching us live, we seeing the same technical difficulties you are. We do not understand what Q is saying either. So with that being said, I
What
will
you mean? I
make a slight assumption on basically where he's going. You freezing up, dude.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, my bad.
Yes.
So what I was saying is, besides all of that, besides her doing her job, because I don't care what nobody say, if black people do crimes, you should do time.
Only
Period.
thing I
And
disagree with on
hang
that
on.
part
Let
is
I ain't through yet. I
okay.
ain't
I'm sorry.
through. I know I've
My
been
bad.
freezing, but I ain't through yet. But besides that one. Besides that, what else is the problem? Now, Kelly, and then what we're gonna do is that we'll address the comments. But Shimmy, what were you gonna say? While I adjust this, so hopefully it won't cut off no more. So go ahead and say what you was gonna say, and I'll be right back. But I'm listening. But I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna say, like, a lot of people, again, like you said, have, disagreements with her based off of her previous job. But again, like you said, if you do the crime, do the time. I just disagree. Disagree with the justice system, period. Because again, the justice system has harsher punishments for people that look like us, period, in my opinion.
Right.
So, I mean,
Right.
I mean, if you out here robbing, killing, knocking people over and all that kind of stuff, yes, you deserve to be in jail. You deserve to not have your freedom. You know what I'm saying? So I don't disagree with her doing her job. Same way with black cops, or they have a job to do too. And if you out here doing wrong, you should be, serving your time. You did wrong. What do you want us to do? Just slap you on the hand and move forward like we're not supposed to do nothing about it?
But here's the problem that most people have. She locked a lot of black men up for minor weed charges. And now weed is legal in the state of California. And she didn't put forth any effort to have those charges dismissed and expunged and have them released from jail. That's where they got a problem with her. And I can see that one.
But
because if you were the head of the, you were the DA, and then the laws changed where you're allowing all these companies now to profit off of people that were really, now it's recreational and it's okay. Well, why weren't some of those laws pulled back and some of those sentences reduced or completely canceled out? Because as the DA, she did have the power to do that.
I get that. And
so,
Q, you done playing gymnastics over there?
I understand. Yeah, I don't know. But I do understand where people coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with them to a certain extent. But like you said, you do the crime, you got to do the time. Yeah. Now, what a lot of people don't get at the same time is where she was the DA and she was responsible for prosecution.
Mm-hmm.
She was not the one that handed down the sentence. The judges are the ones that hand down the sentence. So with that being said, this is why it's also important to vote, not just for the presidential election, but you have to make sure you vote for your state and local representatives. And this includes the judicial system, because a lot of judges are appointed or elected. This is why you have to make sure that in your local elections, you're also showing up to the polls, because where she did prosecute him, that time was not handed down by her. It was handed down by judges.
And that's what people have to understand, though. We can go and we can prosecute, and defend and do all that kind of stuff. But if I'm not the one slapping the gavel and passing down the sentence, you see what I'm saying? Like, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? Exactly.
Yeah. And some people don't think, like you said, Q, some people don't think it's like the best ticket, but you have to look at it this way too. That produces the widest array of voter turnout. Because you got to think about it. Where Biden had a few votes, the massive amount of votes that they're going to get now because of her ties are huge. So you got HBCUs represented. HBCU grads going to turn out like crazy.
Completely.
You have the Divine Nine represented. The Divine Nine are going to show up like crazy.
Very much.
You have,
I said very much.
Then you have the black attorneys. Black attorneys are going to turn out like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it does a lot. Then on the other hand, you got Biden, which is a kind of middle of the road. And trust me, I prefer Bernie Sanders. But Joe Biden is more middle of the road. So with that being said, he's easier on the palate for a lot of people to take. Right?
Yeah.
So when you look at it that way, some people don't agree, and I get that. But if you look at the broader picture, it's probably about as good as you're gonna get.
Right.
Because you couldn't have Clinton up in there, no mix.
Then
You couldn't
too,
have her in the mix.
Not at all.
but
Not
then
at all.
too, and also what I want to say is this as well is that yes, because I'm reading some of the comments. We're gonna definitely jump in these comments, y'all. So we hadn't forgot about you. But what happens is that while all of that is going on with what Kamala Harris, also, she is formidable. No matter what people thinks about her, she is strong. Now we've had our conversations about like Elizabeth Warren, Reggie preferred Bernie. We talked about these different candidates, that's come through, and actually set a standard and a presence. Because I'm gonna be honest, y'all heard me what I said. I said it was either gonna be Harris, Stacey Harris, or it's gonna be our girl, Harris or Abrams.
I was
That's
about
what
to
I'm
say,
trying to
get
say.
them names right,
Abrams.
Chad.
So the thing is that I knew it was going to be that because we're at the turning point of our time in our nation right now, well, systemic racism is not at a higher level. Systemic racism is still there, but it's more technically driven. So now we find crime in elections. We got mail fraud going on. We have political what is it called? Political shit going on, treason going on by our own president. You have a lot of different things that going on, and she to me was going to be the only one that'll be able to rip Mike Pence's ass to shreds. Period. Because Mike Pence, one of the reasons why Trump is where he is because of Mike Pence. Period. Yes, she was a prosecutor. Yes, she pushed for harsher sentences. But in order for her to make a statement in the political eye, she had to do what she needed to do with a law that was not created for somebody this color. The law was never made for us to have equality. The law was made for us to be property. It wasn't made for us to have equality like that. And so I thought that she had an actual formidable. I mean, she was just somebody that was going to have the edge over everybody else. But let's read some of the comments. Jimmy, what we got in the comments?
So let me kind of
Let's see
go
what we
back.
got.
Somebody said that.
Is Reggie froze?
Yeah, somebody said Pence was a really good man.
Wow, we got a lot
I
of
don't have
comments.
nothing
Wow.
against Pence. Yeah, I don't have anything against Mike Pence. He is a good man. But this is the thing you have to understand. If you roll with a piece of shit and you don't say nothing,
You a piece
you
of
don't
shit.
speak out, huh?
You a piece of shit.
You could be a good person, but if you don't call bullshit out when you see it, you don't.
Period.
And that's the role of the VP. That is the role of the VP to say, "Hey, nah, dude, you fucking up. You need to get your shit together." And he ain't. You don't have time to do that. You leading this whole coronavirus task force, right?
And ain't doing shit
That's
back.
what
Ain't doing
the
nothing.
president put him in charge of the task force, right? That's a fact. Look at where we at. You got other countries that is not as wealthy and powerful as the U.S. that are pretty much back open and blocking people from the U.S. from coming in. So you want to talk about you can be a good man, but you can still fuck up.
Good men fuck up all the time. I see it all the time.
Because look, with my job, I know for sure that if I were responsible for 170,000 deaths that fell on my watch, my ass would be locked up, period.
Yeah.
So you think about anybody else, that will be responsible for 170,000 deaths, they be locked up. And this is what I find funny about Republicans. When the Ebola outbreak happened, in the entire U.S., there were 2 deaths. They were calling for Obama to be impeached and kicked out of office. Hillary Clinton and this whole thing that happened in Benghazi, you had 10 people die. They were calling for her to be locked up. Now, if you're going to make rules, then the rules should apply across the board. And this goes back to what Q was saying, that it's funny how the law applies, but when it affects a certain group of people, then they get upset. As long as it don't impact them, they ain't got nothing to say. But as soon as you make a law that impacts a certain group of people, they throw a fucking tantrum like a 5-year-old. But then they don't look at how the other laws impact other people because it don't impact them and they don't give a shit. That's the problem. So if you're gonna make laws that apply across the board, let's make that shit right across the board. Period.
Okay. So Quita said.
So let's see what Kelly says. Kelly, thank you so much for commenting. Keep bringing your comment. Let's see what Kelly had to say.
Let's see here. How's he responsible for people not taking
care? Y'all hear me?
Okay. Mm-hmm. How is he responsible for people not taking care of themselves and not protecting themselves? That's not on Trump. Bullshit. Let me tell you why. Bullshit. Here's the thing. You don't understand that if the president signs an executive order, that shit falls into play. Number 2, what you don't understand about the law is that he had a perfectly good chance to get out ahead of this. When the shit started jumping off initially in China, you could have cut down flights and start inspecting people and checking them when they came in from China or wherever. You could have did that as the president. Facts. You want to know how it's fact? Because look what Obama did during the Ebola outbreak. He did that exactly. We had 2 deaths in the U.S. So again, I get where you're coming from, but you have to apply everything across the board equally. Not just because, oh, my feelings are attached to it. Because here's the thing. I'm a scientist. I don't give a fuck about feelings. I go with facts. And sometimes the facts slap your ass in the face, and you just got to deal with that shit. Because at the end of the day, the truth is going to be the truth.
Let me say this as well, though, Reggie, because Kelly said something in the comments. She said he does not have control. He says the states have control. Well, let me say this. Let me say this, Kelly. Let me tell you who I fought in the state of Texas. Let me tell you who I fought. All right. Donald Trump definitely, to me, is I would say not at fault for the cause of the disease, because he can't be at fault for the cause of it.
No.
But what he can be at fault.
Oh no,
he can be. No. Well, he can be at fault is when you do not force, quote unquote, the hands of the governors to mandate things that need to be taken care of for different states, like New York, for example. How long did it take Trump to get the actual care and the money towards New York after how many people died? Now we're not just talking about a spread of a pandemic. We're talking about these are people who are needing our assistance, our essential workers who are on the front lines. We're talking about people who are creating vaccines, people who are any person that works in that environment. They were having bodies put in crates because they couldn't find anywhere to put these people. People could not have funerals. That's a lot. And if you tell your governor, look, no, you don't have to tell them that they don't have to wear masks. Oh no, you do what you want to do. And so you have, like right here in Texas, where Dallas County is one of the hot spots in the state, in the nation. When Harris County is one of the hot spots in the nation. when our governor is too slow to say, "Oh, you know what? I was wrong. We should not have reopened when we needed to reopen." Well, what we should have did was wait to see what was going to happen during this pandemic and on this shutdown. No, we need the money. No, we have people in place like Atlanta, in Governor Kemp in Atlanta, Georgia, that tell their people, no, your children have to go to school, and then you have 2 or 3 thousand people in that school district filed with coronavirus because 2 or 3 students had it, and you closing down 15 schools. Yes, I don't believe the numbers are inflated. I don't believe that they are inflated. And whether if they are inflated or not, Kelly, it's
So
still sad.
yeah,
You shouldn't have to make a person put on a mask. You shouldn't have to, but to protect me, put your
right.
mask
But
on. Do what you need to
here,
do.
here's here's the problem though. If we go back to the root cause, so Kelly said he's not responsible because he can't control what the governors do. You absolutely right. However, the TSA falls under the president's control. That's federal. He controls the TSA.
Federal.
The TSA is responsible for inspecting people as they come in this country. That's also customs, which he controls because it's federal. So yeah, he could have stopped this way before this. So before again, and if anybody again, my debate still stands open. If you want to debate me on this topic, you can come on the show. And if you can beat me, again, I give you $100 out of my pocket. Step up. But one thing you're not gonna do is tell me about science, because sweetie, I'm gonna tell you right now, I will run circles around you. And unless you some kind of scientist with 20 plus years experience, you might want to sit down and learn something. Because I only debate my equals. Everybody else I teach.
Well, I do debate the lesser than. So the thing is that, I like Quinta just said a second ago. Basically, I'm gonna summarize it. The thing is that we're not just talking about coronavirus. We are talking about the presidency as a whole. And the thing is that, hey, look, a lot of people don't like Donald Trump. A lot of people do like President Trump. Hey, look, whether you cheated to get in the White House or not, he was in there. He's in there. This is year 4. We do know this. What I want people to think about at this moment is that for the next president that's voted in office, is this the next president that I want over our country for the next 4 years into my future? Is this who I want for the person to be into me? Because I'm gonna be honest. Now, I've been saying Uncle Joe for a long time. I've been saying Uncle Joe because I felt like Joe Biden had more experience in the White House during more trying times in this country, not just racism. We're talking about, just like we talked about Ebola, we talked about the murder of Saddam Hussein. We're talking about a whole lot of different kind of terroristic activity. When President Obama was the president in this country, the number one thing that was our pride and joy was our military. Our military, second to none. Countries feared us, and we had allies around us. See, we can't be the United States of America if we are sitting ducks in the middle of countries all the way around us. We have had issues with different countries before, but now we buddy with Russia. We don't give a shit about if Iran is creating nuclear weapons. We want to pull everybody out the Baghdad place, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna sneak around the corner and we're gonna blow up somebody's prince without talking to Congress. That's irresponsible. That's irresponsible. Well, no, Joe to me, was the one who helped President Obama run the White House, because Joe was the hothead. Obama was the one say, you gotta calm down, bro. No, I can't do that. I can't show my color. I can't do that.
Hello?
And so, the thing is And you know, and let's talk about Clinton for a second. And I don't know, I know we're talking about Hillary a second, but I'm talking about Bill Clinton real quick. Listen, this even go for Donald Trump because I know that it's not hard. I mean, it's not really easy to run the country. I've never been the president of the United States. You'll never ever see me run for the president because I don't want you hoes in my business like that. But
Yeah.
but for real, like on the cool, like for real, like
Oh,
anybody that's elected into the White House, they need their dicks up. Period.
Clinton
Period.
did it
You need your dicks up. Period. I mean, you're the
every
president.
day of
I
the
mean,
week.
you got shit going on. You know, you got stuff going on. You know, your wife might not be there all the time. You're worrying about your cheering. You know, Donald Trump got a lot of shit to worry about. Ivanka
The
punk
man
ass
is
is
a crook. He been a
what,
crook. He
and his
been a crook
son.
before he even got in the White House. He been a crook for a long time. And it's enough American crooks all over this continent. We don't need
yeah.
him to. We already
Well,
got
Here's
enough crooks.
check this
hold on.
out.
I'm gonna say this. She
There's
says
Kelly.
Obama sucked, right? She says Obama sucked. I'm gonna say this right here. If Obama had a did half of the shit Trump did,
He'd be dead. He been dead.
I'm just saying, if
Y'all would
Obama did
y'all would have
half of the
killed him
shit,
quicker than y'all killed Abraham Lincoln. He would be
mm,
dead.
And
He'd be
Kelly.
dead
and here's
faster
the
than
funny
they
part.
killed JFK. He would be
And
in
since you
the
want to
ground.
go, yes, and since she wants to go there, the
What?
last time a Republican won the popular vote was the first Bush.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts.
You're right. Yeah.
Facts.
Do you guys think that the electoral college should be abolished? Or you guys?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I've always said that.
It don't make any sense because how do you have a state like Wyoming have the same voice as a place like California? This is what the House of
Didn't even.
Representatives is for. This is what Congress is for. But when it comes to voting in the president, one vote per person, that's it. Now, some people want to talk about voter fraud.
I want to know what Trump done did that's so good. I'm sorry, Kelly. Please point it out to me. Please point it out to me what he did that was so great.
Here's the other thing. Because what people don't look at is the fact that when you make it harder for people to vote, why? Why would you make it harder for somebody to vote?
Because he's a crook.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Go look at voter fraud that has occurred. It's always fallen on the Republican side for the last 75 years. Last 75 years, every time there was an instance of voter fraud, it always happened with the Republicans. And again, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. These are just facts. You go look it up.
We have jobs again. Girl, shut up. Talking about we got jobs again. Girl, I've been had a job my whole goddamn life. Girl, shut the hell up. Trump didn't do that shit. He didn't do
Here's
that
the
shit.
thing. He didn't.
He didn't do
riding
that.
on the coattails of Obama. He's
Thank
riding on
you.
the coattails of Obama because if you look at all the data, when Obama went into office, the economy was in the toilet. Facts. The incline of jobs started under Obama, and he rode it for the first 2 years. Period. Go look at all the data.
Girl, she said people with discrepancies on their background have a job. Then why do I know 10 men right now that got felonies? They ain't got no goddamn job.
Well, okay, well let's do it like this. Let's stay on task because let's do it like this. Okay, Kelly, I'll tell you what. You are definitely welcome. We will be on next Friday at 7:30. Do me a favor and just hit us in the DM, and we'll bring you on. We can do that. So let's now Q. Let me say this, Miss Mac. Let me say this. Now, now, first of all, Kelly, and this is for you too. Y'all can you can ask my co-host. You can ask them. I was not an Obama fan his first go round. Okay, I publicly said this before. When President Obama and Hillary Clinton faced off before, okay, I did not vote for him because I felt like I felt like that this was a plot and a ploy to pull Black American votes to someone that was going to be, quote unquote, excuse my French, the token in the White House. All right, that was my thinking. I'm being honest. That's just what it was. Now, as I got to take a look at not the family dynamic he has, not just Michelle Obama. We know that she's a force to be reckoned with. What I looked at was the fact that he had a way of approaching people that made the country somewhat more of a united front in front of others, even though we had shit going on. See, the president is supposed to be the face of the country. That's all that person does is make the executive decisions based off of what Congress does. So I've always, been in that position to, like Reggie, I don't vote for a person because of their skin color. I don't vote for a person because of the fact of the matter that like for example, if President Obama was not a good president, I will say that. I'll be like, you know what, he wasn't shit. But in efforts, what I do, just like all of us do, I've said from the get-go when he got into office that his first mistake was not creating more jobs. You went right in to something else. That's for me. That was for me, Reggie. I said just say that's for me. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, at the end of the Bush era, this country needed jobs. And so that was my thing, and so I felt like that there was some other things that he could have done first.
This is the thing I have to say about that. I agree with you to a certain extent. However, if you look at what he did when he first got in office, which was save the auto industry, that saved a bunch of jobs. Because you think about it, you had the big three that needed help, right? Ford, Chrysler, GM, all needed help. Not only did they need help, but you also have to think about the businesses that feed into them. So if the three biggest automakers went down, then you had the businesses that feed into them go down. That's a huge ripple effect in the economy, which would have cost way more jobs. Could he have created more? Yeah, absolutely. However, given the time we were in, the auto industry needed a bailout. He did that. So if you look at it from that, and because I feel where you're coming from, because I still think he could have did more for Black people. Honestly, he could have.
I completely agree. I agree.
But at the same time, I also know this, that when the second Bush was governor of Texas, he cost me 80 grand in scholarship money because of the Hopwood decision. Now, if you don't know what the Hopwood decision is, go look it up. Then you come back and talk to me. Cost me 80 grand in scholarship money. And Q, you was there. I had a full ride to A&M anyway.
Yeah.
But I had an extra 80 grand in a race-based scholarship that got taken away.
And I agree. Okay, Bradley said something. Bradley has really been commenting as well. I agree. He said 40% of Americans, they don't vote, and thus we're stuck on a two-party system, and the choices are on which side you want to get screwed by this time. I so much agree. I have said for years that we need an independent president. I have said that for years. I don't consider myself a Democrat. I don't consider myself a Republican. I am an independent. I have always been that way. I'm so serious, um, um, but we don't have much of a choice. Anybody can be the president of the United States. Just don't go to jail and be able to raise millions of dollars. You can be the president. You know, you can be the president. I mean, you that can happen. And so I mean, any citizen in this country, can run for president. And so real quick, because I know we want to jump back on a real quick of whatever the case it is. Kelly, I think she said, I would rather have a bad speaker in my face than a fake that is good at jive talking. I'm not really sure who that's being referred to. I hope certainly no one that's on my panel, because we can debate without being insulting. But I'm just hoping that that wasn't for one of my crew members. So let's move on. We'll talk about this some more on next week. We know that, of course, in Texas, early voting begins in October. Let's get out and let's go vote.
Yep.
Let's do what we need to do to make
No,
sure
we
we
gotta
can
do
do what
one
we need to
step
do.
first, Q.
Huh?
One step before
Huh?
you go vote, you gotta get registered to vote. You gotta
Yes.
still get registered. People gotta get
Yes.
registered to vote, Q, before we go out and vote. You gotta get, so this is the time you need to go get registered to vote. So if you're not
Absolutely.
registered, please make sure you go get out and get registered to vote. So Kelly, since you are, I mean, you have a lot to say. So we're inviting you to come on the show, sweetie. Don, come on.
Next week. We said next week.
Come on the show. And again, one thing you have to understand is we will debate.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Huh?
No, she was clearing up her comment.
One thing you
Thank
have
you,
to
Kelly.
understand is when we debate a topic, oh, okay. When we debate a topic, number one, we're gonna deal with straight facts. Number two, we're not gonna talk over each other. Number three, ain't gonna be no name calling. If you can handle those three rules, we can rock with it. She said she in.
Yeah,
all right, sweetie. We'll see.
All right.
I'm looking forward to
All right.
it.
So Kelly, so what we'll do is we'll set that up. And then also what we'll do is while you guys are watching, thank you so much. Share this video. Like for real, share this video. Because what we need to do, we need to definitely be discussing more issues like this. We need to be talking about this in our communities, various different colors, creeds, religion. It doesn't matter. We need to be having this conversation. So thank you so much. We sure appreciate it. Again, share the comments. Again, to register to vote, please go to votetexas.gov. If you're right here in Texas, go ahead and make sure that you are registered to vote. Again, early voting begins in October. Let's go ahead and make sure that whatever you decide to vote, let's go ahead and make sure you get yourself out and make your voice heard. Keep in mind real quick, because we're going to be switching topics in a second, because this fits to get real messy in just a moment. But make sure September the 11th, 2020, we're going to be MTG's presenting our first ever MTG symposium. We're going to be discussing systemic racism, how it has impacted us personally, socially. We're going to also be discussing what has the Black Lives Matter movement done. We're going to be talking about, is it impactful? We're going to be talking about everything regarding that, because we have a lot of people that talks about the Black Lives Matter movement, and we know a lot of us butt heads. Some of us are saying, hey, why are we doing Black Lives Matter when Black lives don't matter? And then you have some of us saying, well, why are we doing Black Lives Matter when the Black guys that are being picked on or picked out to be picked on are usually criminals? So y'all know we got to get into it. We got to definitely dump ourselves into these conversations, because as a people, unfortunately, we are divided. We divided a lot, and so we got to make sure definitely we talk about this. September 11th, 2020. If you're interested, drop us an inbox, and we'll definitely be speaking with you to become a part of the 10-person symposium. We're looking for 6 of y'all. 5, 6. 5, 6. All right, let's do it. 5, 6.
How many is that?
5, 6. All right, so check this out. Check this out. Thank you so much on YouTube. If you're checking us out on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you definitely get the notifications when we pop up. And also make sure that you guys follow us. I hadn't been doing our banners, but I guess I go and put our banner up. Please continue to support us. There's our Cash App, Mash the Gas, and also again share this broadcast or whatever. So let's talk.
I wish I could share this broadcast.
Why can't you? Oh, so last night, y'all, real quick before we go into this next topic.
She in Facebook
jail. Miss Shimmy is in Facebook jail. All right, because of a comment that was on MTG After Dark last night. The comment that was on MTG After Dark was men are
weird.
Weird.
They said that was a hatred comment.
They said it was a comment of hate. And they put her in Facebook jail. So
in 3 hours and 26 minutes, that's gonna be over. They done picked the right one to put in Facebook jail. Okay. But the conversation that we were talking about weird sex and different things, and men are weird. Oh. I don't understand. And if I find out who reported me,
so yeah, let's do that.
Me and you, 3 o'clock. I promise. If I find out who did it,
I was asleep.
I was supposed to be asleep, so that's payback for me not being asleep and cutting up with y'all last night, because I was supposed to be asleep.
Well, guys, and just in case, if you want to take a look at MTG After Dark, go ahead and after this broadcast is over, go ahead and scroll down. You'll see myself and Miss Arbor. That's my MTG beauty. We had a great conversation last night, all about zodiac penis sizes to all kind of stuff.
And I was right.
It was great. It was great.
Go on and give me my props. Yeah. I was right. Give me my props.
So let's move along. We'll talk about these other shows later.
What are you right about, Jimmy?
Huh? I'm gonna break it down real quick. Hold on, because Arbor sent it to me. Hold on. I'm gonna break it down real quick.
Sent you the
what
chart?
were you right about?
What? Oh, okay. So it was male penis sizes according to their zodiac sign.
Go ahead and show it. Just go ahead and put it up.
I gotta find it. Wait a minute.
You gotta find. I thought you was ready.
She sent me a text. Well, we wasn't talking about this at first, Q. Anyway, so I'm trying not to get the glare. Hold on. Okay, anyway, this chart right here. Let me try to get closer.
Come up to the left. Right now, go up some, just a little. Okay.
Okay.
No, so that's not it. That's not it. No, it's not.
She sent me the wrong one. Anyway, so she had a chart that was categorizing men according to their zodiac sign. This is the size penis that they had. So Sagittarius was completely wrong. It was, I think, like 10 inches or something like that.
I think Sag was like 10 or 11 inches.
And that's something like that. Like 2 or 3. Facts. Y'all know I speak facts, okay? Because y'all know I've been free book. Anyway.
No.
Wait a minute. So then, before, when Arbor first brought the conversation up, she said, this is the penis chart according to zodiac signs. I typed in Pisces and Gemini are the truth. I said that before she even said the numbers. And I was so on point. Pisces was like a 9. I think Pisces was like a 9 or something like that. And Gemini was like 11. I was right before. So I'm just saying, I'm looking for all Pisces and Gemini men. If you're not either one of those, I don't want to talk to you. Moving on. Next topic.
Anyway, so thank you, Miss Shimmy, for giving us your overview of penis sizes by your zodiac.
Wasn't yours wrong too? Wasn't yours wrong?
I have a question.
Wasn't yours wrong?
No, no. Aquarius
Y'all was
wasn't
right.
right. I mean, wasn't wrong
Okay.
because the chart was talking about the. I'm assuming the minimal sizes. So
Uh-huh.
I don't think that the chart was wrong about
Because I
Aquarius.
think y'all was like an 8.
It was an 8
It's an
for the
8. Yeah.
minimal.
Yeah.
For a
So what did it
minimal,
say about Aquarius, Q?
it
Y'all was an
said
8.
8.
So what did it say about Aquarius? Because I'm an Aquarius too.
You were an 8.
8.
Jeez. Are you deaf? 8. 8. 8.
So anyway, let's move on. Let's
I
stop.
heard you. I heard you. I was processing.
No, that was
All right,
last night.
all right, all right, all right.
What?
I did that last night. I can't do another night of this shit. I can't do that. See, we start off serious and then y'all just take it to a whole different
Because
place.
it's a
We can't
Friday.
never stay serious.
Well, we never got to do our Freaky Friday show. So leave us
Uh,
alone.
all right. So real quick, let's talk about some bullshit.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all friend,
Not my friend.
that woman that y'all like over there
Not
on the
my
Full
friend.
House show. Y'all remember the
Not my
Full
friend.
House? Uncle Jesse's girlfriend that Lori Laughlin played. That woman right there, Lori Laughlin.
And
Now
Becky. She played Aunt Becky.
she played Becky's ass. She was sentenced to 2 months in prison at an online hearing Friday in federal court in Boston. U.S. federal judge
Wait a
Nathaniel
minute. And
Gordon,
where? What city?
Boston,
What
Boston,
city? What city?
Boston,
Oh.
Boston, Boston.
Thank you. Okay. Act like you from Texas.
But I don't
Forward.
say Boston like that. I
We
don't
know
say
you don't say.
Boston.
We know you don't say Boston.
It's Boston. It's Boston. Anyway, so she was sentenced to 2 months in prison. Now earlier, her husband, I believe, was sentenced to 5 months in prison. Besides the term, she would pay a $150,000 fine, followed by 2 years of supervised release and 100 community service hours.
That ain't nothing
That's
but a
all
month and
she
a half.
got. That's all she got. I got a
That ain't
problem with
nothing but a
that.
month and a half. That ain't nothing but a month and a half of community service if you do it
I got a
5 days.
I got a problem with that when you have a young lady that's in Georgia that went out there and sent her kid to a school out of the school district and she got 5 years. 5 fucking years. Are we serious right now?
Are you looking at
I
this
can't
paper?
do this. I can't do that. I got a problem with that. Now y'all
You see
talk
this
about
paper?
this because Shimmy, what the hell is you doing?
She's what?
Oh, but it don't look that color. Just use this reference.
No, because my hand not that light. My hand not that light. I gotta show you
Put it
some real
toward the
colors.
light.
I
Put it
gotta
in
show
the
you some
light.
real. No, I ain't walking to the light, Caroline. No, this ain't poltergeist. This is it. This it.
So I
Here,
don't understand
here's
this.
the
Now
thing.
I'm upset.
This,
I'm upset about this. I really
Me
am.
too.
right. Here's the thing you have to understand, Q. The judicial system is not for people of African descent. It's not.
Of
Money
course.
talks, but money
Bullshit
only
walk
talks
every
so much,
time.
right? Because here's the funny part. This is what you really need to think about, and this might shock you. This might shock you. Michael Vick got more time for dog fighting than all the cops that have killed black people in the last 10 years.
Because
Think
he was
about
hurting. He was hurting dogs.
No, he
He was hurting
wasn't.
America's dogs.
No,
They're
he
dogs.
wasn't though. But he wasn't. He wasn't even there.
Not the point. It was. He was allegedly
I don't.
America's dogs. You can't hurt America's dogs. You can't.
So man, this is some
Do that.
privilege type shit, bro. now I look now. Kelly say ask Kamala. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I ain't gonna say that she wasn't unfair to people. I ain't gonna say that. But what I will say is that she would make somebody get on their knees and suck her dick. That's what she
If she
will
had
do
one. If she
if she
had
had
one.
one. I think that she would be a little bit more on the rough and the rough side of things. But I would say this though, back to the Lori, woman or whatever, with your lucky ass. She whoever her attorney is, Mike.
The coaches and all of those people got more time. My thing is, if your child is dumb, your child just dumb. Your child is just dumb.
But I don't think that they even were.
But my
Wasn't it a
thing
couple
is,
of
like,
babies?
I'm pretty smart.
They just wanted to go to USC.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I probably wouldn't have got. I was pretty smart. I didn't want to go to USC. I doubt I would have ever gotten USC because I mean I didn't play sports like that. I was softball, but I wasn't that super great. But I mean, I wouldn't have gotten USC at all. Not ever. And I was pretty smart. I was pretty smart in school.
I don't get it.
Your kids are YouTube famous and all this kind of stuff, which means they're not reading a lot of books anyhow. So I don't think they're that smart. I don't think they're that smart.
I don't think they're that smart. Well, I don't know if like a couple of those children, I do know that they did not know of the deception. Okay. Now there's a couple of them.
And that's the thing. The kids and them kids probably didn't even want to go there.
Like, and I'm thinking, see, like sometimes, coincidence happen, like you so happen to go in something, you're like, oh my God, I think I did really, really good. Like I really feel like I did good. And then you come to find out that your mammy and your pappy done went out here and done paid for you to get in school. That's a slap in the fucking face. Like that don't. What if one of those children was an attorney or a judge or someone of high standard and caliber, and all of a sudden it's ripped away from you because of what your mammy and your pappy did?
Sound like a black child. Okay, moving on.
Here's the funny part. I will say this. I'll say this, and it's gonna sting a couple people. But if your college grades and your high school grades are all that, release your transcript. Because Q will tell you. He can tell you because he was there. Yeah. Well, I graduated in my high school class.
Come on, give us the sob story of how you wasn't valedictorian. Come on, go on, let it out. Let's just go on and have this out again so we know why you wasn't valedictorian. Come on, go on, come on.
So real quick,
side story. Who you talking about?
I didn't say it was I didn't say it was a sob story. That's not what I said. It's not. Nope. Didn't say that. Nope. Didn't say sob. Not at all. I said let's have the story of why you wasn't valedictorian. Let's have it. Just go and give it to us.
All right. Moving on.
I think he's stuck.
Is he stuck? No. Okay. Moving. Moving on. Moving on. I found something, y'all. And real quick, before we end the show, we write at hour 10. Mm-hmm. And so real quick, because I gotta read this to y'all, because I want to know if y'all have the same opinion. Okay.
You didn't see? You all right? Was you looking at Reggie? What he was doing?
Yeah.
I'm just showing y'all I'm not frozen, so I'm trying to stay moving. So I'm not frozen.
You look like that dude that was on the Cosby Show. That one episode where they be waking Bill Cosby up early in the morning. He be trying to go in the living room and he be doing this with his the dude that was in there with Denise.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
I
You
said
gotta share this
mine.
broadcast. Let's move on real quick. These are the top ten best black female talk show hosts in history. This is important because we are a podcast. We do know that there have been others set before us to assist with us in this platform. So I want to know y'all's opinions on their top 10 according to y'all's favorite magazine, ladies, cosmopolitan.com.
I don't read that shit.
Oprah Winfrey, number one.
We know that because she coon. But go ahead.
Number two, Wendy Williams.
That's a
Number
man. She
three,
shouldn't be on there.
number three, Robin Roberts. She should have been number one for me. She should not.
She beat
I
Wendy
love Robin.
Williams.
I like Robin Roberts.
She beat Wendy Williams for sure. Yeah.
She should have been number one for me. Robin Roberts. I mean, just off caliber alone, off her caliber alone, she was number one. Whoopi Goldberg is number four. Okay.
Whoopi can be higher than Wendy Williams.
Yes, I agree. What? Bullshit. This
Apparently
thing said
bullshit.
number 5 was Tyra Banks. Cosmo, something wrong with y'all.
Question.
That's
She
bullshit
should have
now.
been
No.
10.
I have a question.
Tyra Banks wasn't that. No, I didn't like her.
She shouldn't
I
even be
didn't like-
10.
I didn't like her as a talk show host.
What's the criteria?
Right.
I think I need to understand the criteria in which they're making this list, and then maybe I will be understanding. Because it seems to me like the criteria has to do a lot with the amount of money made. That's what I'm thinking.
And Tyra got her money
So
from
it's
other
probably
stuff.
the amount of money made.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. You got the amount of money made and then rating. So if you go with those two, I can follow their list so far.
Well, maybe.
Again, I'm a scientist.
Maybe.
If I'm a scientist, I go
Wendy
Maybe.
Williams on the wrong list. She on the wrong
But
list.
again, if your criteria is amount of money raised or earned and ratings, if those hold higher power than the rest of the criteria, I can actually agree with their list right now. Not saying that I agree with it from a personal stance, but depending on the criteria, it seems like ratings and money were big factors in the list. And if that's the case, then yeah, so far I agree with their list.
Okay.
This
well,
like
let's keep going.
But again, fact same person.
Let's keep going. Brett, they what they did was they just said, Brett, on here. This is on cosmopolitan.com by Kelly Allen. She is the author of this article. She basically says from the obvious icons to those with short-lived but amazing shows. That's what it was drawn to be. Okay, so this is what this is.
So basically, money and rating.
Popularity.
That's what they based it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, if you just joining us, again, number 1 is Oprah Winfrey, number 2, Wendy Williams, number 3, Robin Roberts. I think Robin should have been number 1. I'm sorry. I love Robin Roberts. Number 4 is Whoopi Goldberg. I think Whoopi should be above Wendy, quite personally. I love The View. I like The View. I mean, we have been compared to The View before. And I'm not talking about in essence of content. I'm talking about at one point in time, we would get into arguments and shit on the show. I have never argued with anybody on the show. Oh yes, me and Mo got into it. That's right, my bad. So we definitely been compared to them a couple times. Tyra Banks is number 5. No, Sherry Shepherd is number 6.
Who number 7?
Queen Latifah.
Hell no, Sherry Shepherd should be under Queen Latifah.
I was gonna say I think Queen needs to be above Tyra. Queen Latifah to me
too high. Tyra too high.
Fabulous host. I love Queen. I love him. Number 8, Cynthia Garrett. Who? Oh, she was the late night lady on NBC. I remember her. Dang. Okay,
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Yeah.
I remember her. Okay. Okay. Num what? Number 9, Kiki Palmer.
She had a show.
Yeah. She had a show for a minute.
What was it called?
It was only for just Kiki. It was only for one season.
So why she on this list?
Anyway, number and for number 10
Money,
is Tamara. Is
ratings.
huh?
She only got a show
Money
because
and ratings is how they made the list.
she got a show because Trey Songz was looking down at her.
Number 10 is Tamara Maury Housley.
Yeah. She deserves
Tamara,
to be there.
She deserves to be on the top 10 list.
She,
Real quick before we move on, are there a couple of people that you guys would have liked to see on the list?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just give one or two.
My people on the list.
One, I can't remember. Suzanne Malvoy from CNN.
Okay.
She definitely deserves to be on that list because she's a beast. She's a beast when it comes to her research and her reporting. But again, based on the criteria that I'm thinking this is made off of, then she probably wouldn't make the list. But if you go with quality of content, oh yeah, she's a beast. It is what it is.
Mission,
and then the other person that I think should have been on there is Yodit Tidwell.
Oh yeah. I remember Yodit Tidwell. Yeah.
You don't know Yodit? Oh. She is a lawyer that's been on Fox. She's been on CNN. She's been on Court TV.
Y'all know I don't like the news like that.
She only 4'11", but again, quality
I've heard
content.
I've heard the name.
Yeah.
Well, mine is on the list. Queen Latifah's on the list. Whoopi Goldberg's on the list. I like both of them. Only other black person that's not on the list is Ellen.
That's who?
Ellen. Ellen can be black in my book. I like Ellen. I do. I love everything about Ellen. I do. I love her to death. She's amazing to me. I do. All she needs is 10. If that Rachel lady can pass for a black lady, Ellen can too.
I don't know what to say here.
I like Ellen.
So wait, you saying if Wendy Williams can pass for a black woman, she should be on the list too?
If Wendy Williams can pass, and then what's the other white lady that passed herself as black lady for all them years? Wasn't her name like Rachel or something? Wasn't her name Rachel? What was that lady name?
Yeah, I can't think of her last name.
She was leading all the all the protests and all the she was white as can be. I think Ellen should be on the list. Don't get mad at me. Ellen should be on the list. I like Ellen.
I'm not mad.
Ellen can't dance. She can't dance. She can't do nothing. She married to a very beautiful lady. You know, I like Portia de Rossi. I love her too. So, I mean, I think Ellen should be on the list. Ellen's black. They can take Oprah off, but Ellen's black. See? Denitha agree with me.
I think that's the thing that kept I think that's the thing that kept Robin Roberts from at the top.
Everybody loves Oprah.
That she's a gay woman.
Oprah gay.
I think they kept her from.
Yeah. But I mean, Ellen replace Oprah. You can take Oprah off. She can go down some knots.
If Miss Oprah Winfrey, if you ever see this broadcast, please know that that's not my opinion. I think that you're great and awesome, and if you want to come spend some of that own money on us, you are more than welcome to.
Absolutely, I'm cool too for it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She can write a hell of a church story. I mean, Oprah can, baby. She's a good writer.
Denithia said, "Let's first address the fact."
That's what I
Q,
said. When
can you
he
put
said she was
Denisia's
taking,
comment up?
yes, I said she not a woman. Why is she on that list? That's that I said the same
Y'all
thing.
wrong for that. Y'all wrong for that. Y'all are wrong.
She just knows
Y'all are
how to
wrong.
tuck very well. Now, I watched the episode. I didn't realize Wendy Williams was who she was until the episode of Martin when they go to that little radio conference when Kim Fields is a guest host on there. I mean, on a little radio show. I had to go back and watch that and realize that that was Wendy Williams that was at the beginning of that Martin episode. And I was like, oh my God, she looked like a woman then. She does not look like a woman now. Sorry. She's too masculine in the face. And her feet way too big to be a woman's. I'm sorry. She wear like a size
Plastic
15.
surgery does horrible things to people. I mean, look at Lil' Kim. Look at Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim was beautiful back in the day. Now
she was very much so. Now, only thing I didn't like about Lil' Kim was when she had that green wig on in that one video, and she had them green eyes and them green lipstick. I know you see me on the video, that one, and she had like the different wigs and stuff on. I didn't like the green. I didn't like the green.
What?
Green,
What is
she looked
wrong
like a
with you
Oompa
two?
Loompa with that. She looked
What?
like she belonged on Willy Wonka with that green,
What?
the green one. No, I didn't like the green.
Y'all leave my girl because y'all know I love Lil' Kim.
I love Lil'
That's
Kim.
my girl. I love Lil'
Okay,
Kim.
let me say this. I love Lil' Kim. I don't like Kimberly because that's who she is now. I don't like Kimberly. I love Lil' Kim. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, we've been on for an hour. We've been on for an hour 22. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and wrap the show up real quick. We haven't done this in a while, but before we wrap up real quick, again, make sure that you guys continue to follow us and share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Do us a favor again. Take a look. That's scrolling down across the bottom. Again, thank you for your continued support. Cash App us at Cash App $ mash the gas. $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. Drop us a couple of bucks or whatever case it is. We definitely use those dollars to definitely keep our podcast going and and continue to do enhancements on like stuff like our countdowns.
That was awesome.
Did you like that?
Already when it said live, I was all ready. And then when the countdown came on, I was like, ooh, I get a chance to fix my boobs more and make sure everything looks straight and everything. I was like, I like them little 30 seconds. I take them little extra 30 seconds.
That 30
baby,
seconds matter.
It take a minute to get this, baby. It take a while to get this together, Chad. It do.
So
don't
again, we're in season 4, guys. So thank you so much. Again, we should appreciate you guys. Again, we're on year 4, and it's been great, been a crazy, wild, and exciting ride. So before we jump off, I want my co-host to give you guys some encouragement words real quick, and then but remember, after our encouraging words, we're gonna jump off. But we have Monday Night Madness, which is going to be coming up next Monday with Miss Shimmy. Of course, we have Happy Hour with Hendrix on Wednesday nights around 7:30 ish. On every other Thursday is MTG After Dark. If you missed After Dark last night, I suggest you take your ass over there and watch it because it was a hot ass mess on last night.
Last night was so fun. I stayed up extra hour and a half.
Thank you, Miss Shimmy, for popping in with us for a few seconds. We had to make her get off, bro. We had to make her get off. You had to put off.
Boo thing, they had me with a head wrap on my head. They caught me with my headscarf on and no lashes. Okay, that's not a look that y'all get. I had no lashes and a head wrap on.
So MTG After Dark will be back September the 3rd, and then of course on Fridays you'll have myself. I'm gonna say myself. You have myself. Miss Shimmy and my boy Hendrix, and usually Mo I think got caught up at work. So I think Mo is at work. She's an educator. You guys, shout out to all our teachers that's going back, that's fighting, out here with this pandemic with our kids. Thank you so much. We should really, really do appreciate you guys' and support. Mo is an educator, so I'm sure she's dealing with some things. She kind of shared some things with me this week. It's been hard, y'all. It's been hard trying to get these kids situated, but let's stay as positive as we can. And if you can, keep your kids at home. Set this online learning up, build them a desk, build them an office, what you need to do, make sure that they have what they need, guys, to stay as safe as possible. And so before those are actually going to be my encouraging words. So after my boy Hendrix is done, we are going to jump off. So Miss Shimmy, what you got for encouraging words on tonight?
My encouraging words.
So I'm going first, huh?
No, you're going last. My encouraging words.
I didn't know. He was breaking up.
You're going last. My encouraging words is ladies, if you have a man and he in my inbox, please get him out. That's my encouraging words for this weekend. Ladies, if you have a man and he in my inbox, please get him out.
Okay.
It's not a problem you want, so please get him out.
I don't even know how to follow that one. I don't. Okay. So
I have no words. I
don't even know what to. I don't even know how to respond to that.
That's what I've been dealing with this week, and I'm over it. I'll get him out. Thank you.
Okay.
How about you just block them? Just block them.
How successful has that been in the past?
You have to keep blocking them.
I mean,
how many Facebook pages he gonna make? I didn't know nobody had that many emails.
Shimmy, look, I'm gonna tell you like I have to do with the naked pictures. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. That's all you gotta do. Ignore it.
Ooh, look at that face.
So
look at that face.
Some of them pictures I keep for my own personal. Anyway, come on, Reggie, give your encouraging words.
I'm fit to click your ass off here. I'm fit to click your ass.
I was finished. I said I was done.
So
God.
I will say this for my encouraging words. Sometimes your feelings and the facts don't line up. Your emotions can lead you down bad roads sometimes. Get out your feelings, look at the facts, make an informed decision on the actions you will take. Some people will say that's being cold-hearted. Some people will say you're inhumane. But on your downfall, who's really going to be there for you?
I like that.
That's good, man.
That fit all into my protecting your peace. That fits in my protecting your peace. I'm with you on that, Rich.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Again, thank you so much, guys. We do appreciate you. Again, what we're going to do is we're going to catch you guys in a little bit. Again, share this broadcast. Make sure that you guys definitely follow us again on our different social media outlets. I'm going to give us a countdown video before we end this sucker so we go out the right way or whatever case it is. And I thought that was going to be cool because I just want to do it again. Again, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We will catch you guys on the flip side. Have a great night, and we will see you soon. Peace out, homie.